Hello, my name is Kyla and welcome to my channel, A Divine Storytime. On this channel, I talk about faith, beauty, and lifestyle related videos. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, go ahead and subscribe to this channel now so you never miss one of my videos, and hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever my videos are uploaded. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So in this video, I'm going to quickly review a couple of Dossier fragrances. Now, this is not a sponsored video. I was not sent these fragrances. I just found myself very easily intrigued by the idea of trying before committing to buying popular fragrances at a discounted cost. Now, these are dupes or inspired by fragrances. So Dossier creates fragrances that smell like some of your favorite fragrances at a fraction of the cost. And what I really enjoy about this particular brand is they send you the fragrance and a little vial of the fragrance for you to try. You try the vial. If you like it, you keep the full bottle. If you don't like it, you send the full bottle back unused, and you still keep the little sample size, so it allows you to truly try the fragrance before you purchase it. So I have 5 of them here. I have one particular one that I actually own the original fragrance of, and I really wanted to see if it was truly comparable to the original fragrances. So let's go ahead and get into the review. So I'm going to start with the fragrances that I had never smelled before that I ordered from Dossier. So I never smelled the original of these 2 fragrances, and this first one is Floral Musk, and it's supposed to be the dupe for YSL Libre, if I'm not mistaken. I like the fact that they have the notes for the fragrance on the bottle as well. I'm not going to go over all of the notes. You can definitely go to fragrantica.com or dossier.com to see the notes of the fragrance. I will try to put them up on the screen right here for you to see, but I really do enjoy this fragrance. To me, this is a crisp pear, slightly rose, musky vanilla scent. I've never smelled Libre. But this is a really pretty scent. I could definitely see wearing this as like one of my freshies during the spring or summertime. Probably more so the springtime because it has that vanilla in it, and it also has patchouli in it, and I think that it will just give me that really pretty rosy pear vanillic type of scent. It does definitely have that musk at the dry down as well, but the vanilla in this makes it a little bit more comforting to me. But that burst of freshness in the beginning, I still smell it in the air, is really pretty. I really do enjoy this. The longevity on this is all day. I wore this to work. I'm at work between 7:30 and 4. And by the time I got home, I could still smell it. I could smell it on my clothes. I could smell it faintly on my body, but really heavily still on my clothes. So this is a really pretty scent. Again, this is the interpretation of YSL Libre, and this is Floral Musk. So the next 3, nope, I lied. The next one that I'm going to talk about is another one that I had never tried the original of, and the original one is, ooh, I got them confused. Okay, so the last one that I did was Idol, Lancome Idol. Oh my god, how do I get them confused? Dang it. Okay, so Floral Musk was Lancome Idol. I apologize, okay? I'm trying to remember these off the top of my head. So this next one is actually Floral Lavender, and this one is YSL Libre, or Libre. Oh my gosh, I like this scent so much. Okay, so a little backstory. I think I told y'all this about rose at one point too in one of my videos. Like, I was never a fan of rose, and now I love rose fragrances. I'm not going to say I was never a fan of lavender, but lavender essential oil and lavender candles, candles and stuff like that always struck me as just being very medicinal and a means of relaxing and calm and remind me of like going to sleep. Because my brother, when I was sick one time, he bought me a lavender like stress relief or relaxed candle or something like that when I was younger, and ever since then I've always associated lavender with like being relaxed, going to sleep. It wasn't until I started to really get into fragrances and fragrance notes that I realized that I love lavender vanilla combinations in fragrances, and this one is no different. So this is the dupe for YSL Libre. It's for Floral Lavender, and this is so pretty. I have quite a few lavender vanilla scents. If I had to compare this to any of the other lavender vanilla scents that I have, it reminds me of KKW Fragrances Crystal Violet Musk, which is lavender and tonka bean heavy. This one has black currant in it as well, lavender, orange blossom, vanilla, the list goes on. But those are the notes that I smell the most. I really like this. To me, this scent reminds me of like a corporate lavender vanilla. Like when I think of Mon Guerlain, I think about like a wholesome, sweet girl, comforting person, sweet, bubbly type of person. When I think about KKW West, I think kind of similar vibes. When I think about Floral Lavender, I think about businesswoman vibes. About my business, but I still smell really sweet, and I am really sweet. That's the vibes I get from this. This is a really pretty scent. This is another scent that I think I'm going to wear a lot during the springtime, possibly summertime, and I think that's why I got the two confused. Not to mention one is Floral Musk and one is Floral Lavender, and they both have vanilla and musk in them. But yeah, I really like this. It almost makes me want to consider buying the actual original Libre. Although for as long as I have this one, I'm not buying the originals. Okay, moving on. Okay, so I'm looking at the names of these, trying to make sure I don't say that they're the wrong things. Okay, so the next two scents that I actually have smelled the original scents, so I know what the original scents smell like. I just don't own the originals, but I know what they smell like because I have either smelled them before or have owned them before. So the first one is Oriental Oakmoss, and this is Chanel Mademoiselle. And this one, and I always felt like this about Chanel Mademoiselle, it's patchouli heavy to my nose. And I've said before, if you don't remember, I don't like patchouli. But the patchouli in this is not dirty at all. This patchouli just, to me, grounds the fragrance and makes it. I need to spray this one. Oh, ooh, I like it. Ooh, it got all in my nose. The patchouli in this one, to me, helps to ground the bergamot and orange and peach in this. So that's, ooh, it still does that in my nose. I think I sprayed too much though. I like the patchouli in this scent. I like what it does for the fragrance. Do I think this fragrance could do without it? Sure, but it wouldn't smell like Chanel Coco Mademoiselle if it didn't have patchouli in it. So I do like this scent. I originally wanted to just go ahead and buy the actual Chanel Coco Mademoiselle, but it had been so long since I smelled it. I said, well, let me try and see if the dupe smells anything like it. And if I like the dupe, then when I'm done with the dupe, I will purchase the actual fragrance. Long story short, I probably won't purchase Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. I know that's a lot of people's favorite scent, some people's signature scent. A lot of people like it. They feel like it's a staple in the collection. I just don't feel like I would get enough use out of the actual Chanel fragrance, that particular one, to spend that much money on it, so I'm just gonna stick with the dupe for as long as I have it. But I do think it's a really pretty scent. It's just not a scent that I would reach for a whole lot. There are other scents that are similar to me that I would probably reach for a lot more. Chanel Coco Mademoiselle is often compared to La Vie Belle, is often compared to Sofia by Sofia Vergara. I have those both, and I would be more likely to reach for those. Even though they don't smell exactly the same, they're in a similar vein. I would reach for those more often than I think I would ever reach for Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. So while this is a pretty scent, I probably would not purchase the original, but I do think that this is a good dupe for the original Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. So again, this is Oriental Oakmoss. Okay, so this next one is another one that I have smelled before. Yeah, so this one is Oriental Brown Sugar. And this is the dupe for Mon Petit by YSL. And I like this scent a lot. At one point, this scent was really hyped up. Like, everybody wanted Mon Petit, including me. And I got it in like the little small size from Fragrance Net, their little monthly subscription where you can get like the little small vials of fragrances, and I wasn't all that impressed with it. I mean, I felt like it smelled good. It is a fruity fragrance, but I wasn't obsessed with it. And then the hype around it started to die down on YouTube, I guess because the longevity on that fragrance is just not all that good. And which is true. When I got my vial, it just did not last very long. I definitely had to carry it around with me and touch up the fragrance throughout the day because it just didn't last. But I do think this is a pretty scent. This is more on the easygoing side. This has pear, raspberry, jasmine. This one has brown sugar. I'm not sure if the original Mon Petit has brown sugar in it. I'll post the notes on here for the original as well. Patchouli, vanilla, amber, etc. This one I mainly get the raspberry, the pear. I think the brown sugar is what's making this smell like wine. To me, this smells like wine, like a sweet red wine. That's what this smells like to me. So I actually really like it. Would I go out and buy the original Mon Petit after having this? I still wouldn't. But this particular dupe does smell just like it to me, and it also lasts a lot longer. So I will be getting a lot of use out of this. This kind of reminds me of like a scent I will probably wear on a summer night or even a spring night. This is like a fruity date night scent to me. Now, that's not to say I wouldn't wear it during the day. I definitely would, but I could see if I wanted to have like a fruity scent to wear on a date, this would be the one that I would probably reach for. This smells really good. I also can see wearing this during the wintertime. I have not yet. When I did wear it, it was like right before I was about to get into the shower. I just wanted to try the fragrance out. But I enjoyed it. It smells really good. Again, like I said, to me, it smells like a sweet red wine. So if you enjoy fragrances like that, or if you enjoy Mon Petit, but you don't want to spend the money that Mon Petit costs, and you know that the longevity of Mon Petit on you is trash, like it is on me, then this, to me, is a very, very good alternative. So again, this is Oriental Brown Sugar. Okay, so I saved the best for last. And I say this is the best because I have the original in my collection. I love this fragrance. This is one of those fragrances that most people either have or have had in their collection, or they've at least smelled it or smelled it on somebody. And so the fragrance that I'm talking about is Victor & Ralph Flowerbomb. This is the original one. And so I got the dupe for it, which is the Gourmand White Flowers. I wanted to do this last because I wanted to give a proper comparison. I do have Gourmand White Flowers sprayed on this hand, and I have Flowerbomb sprayed on this hand. So okay, if I was not as into fragrances as I am, if I wasn't as big on notes, if I was just someone who just smell fragrances and just smell them, like a lot of guys. No offense to my to the guy fragrance YouTubers and guys who are really into fragrances and their notes and all that stuff, but most guys, they just aren't. They just smell stuff. I feel like a lot of people are just like that. They just smell it and smell it, just smell it, surface level smell it. If I was someone who was just like a surface level smeller, if that's even a thing, these would smell identical. But since I'm not, and since I really take the time to really try to smell individual notes in a perfume and have become kind of like a fragrance nerd, I can truly smell the difference between these two. I still think this is a good dupe, but I don't think it is 100% dupe for this. Just like the other ones that I mentioned, like the Mon Petit and the Coco Mademoiselle, I don't think they're 100% dupes. I do think that they smell pretty darn close though. So I'm gonna imagine that Idol and Libre smell pretty darn close to those dupes as well, just based off of my experience with this one. Now, if I could tell you the differences, first of all, the notes are different. Flowerbomb does not have caramel or vanilla in it. I don't know if it has orchid. I know it doesn't have berries in it. This has those notes that I just said in it. So different notes. That doesn't always mean anything. Sometimes people put different notes in a fragrance and it ends up smelling 100% identical to whatever they were trying to get it close to. In this case, I do feel like the name Gourmand White Flowers does fit this dupe, because in my opinion, this is a more gourmand version of Flowerbomb. I definitely get the vanilla and caramel at the dry down, period. But it is very light. It's not like, this isn't like a heavy gourmand. This isn't like, when I think about floral gourmands, I think about like Jessica Simpson Fancy, which has florals in it, apricot and caramel, I think vanilla as well. But to me, it's more gourmand than it is floral or fruity. Whereas this one has the caramel vanilla added touch to it, but I can still smell the florals in it more than I smell that caramel vanilla. The floral aspect of this dupe is very, very close to the original Flowerbomb. Like very close. I smell the patchouli more in Flowerbomb though than I do in the dupe. And Gourmand White Flowers is more of a gourmand sweet, and Flowerbomb is more of a sensual floral sweet. I don't think the original Flowerbomb has vanilla in it. I know some people, I watched reviews and they've said that it has vanilla in it, but I don't see it in the notes on Fragrantica. Maybe I need to check out the notes on the Victor Ralph site. I don't think Flowerbomb has vanilla in it though. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it smells like it does. Like it still has like this sweetness that I feel like is deeper than just floral sweet. And to me, it is more sensual, sexy, a little bit spicy compared to this one, which I don't really get any. I don't get any spiciness out of this one. This one to me falls a little bit flatter and it's more gourmand, and this one is a little bit more spicy, sexy, floral sweet. But they both have like the same kind of DNA, like that undertone. So yeah, overall I do think this is a good dupe. but I don't think it's 100% dupe. If you don't care about it being 100% dupe, you just want something that smells very close, then I would definitely recommend this one. And so again, overall, I really do like Dossier. I like what they do as far as letting you try before you buy. I like what I've smelled so far. I even really like the bottles, like the magnetic top, which I'm sure y'all have seen. If you've watched other Dossier videos, you've probably seen that. I do like them overall. I would purchase from them again and try some of their other fragrances out. However, I do think that there are better dupe brands. One of my favorite ones is Oakcha, Oakcha. I have a few from that brand. I think I spoke about the Baccarat Rouge dupe from that particular brand. If you're interested in me doing a video specifically about Oakcha, I will be more than willing to. Obviously, it's not sponsored either. I spend my own money on these fragrances and I really, really enjoy that brand. So if you're interested in another dupe brand, then I will definitely do a video on that. Go ahead and give me a comment below so that I know you want to see that. If you like this video, if this helped you at all make any decisions about trying out Dossier, which again I think is a really good brand, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up so that I know you like these type of videos. Go ahead and subscribe if you like the vibes here, and I hope you will all stay blessed, be the light, be safe, and I will see you again on the next video. Peace.